Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your What Lies Ahead reading. For everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This intends this is intended to be a romantic love reading with it is not lost on me with what's going on in the world. So this is also with how that is affecting your romantic situation with what's going on globally right now with the pandemic and what I'm calling Ronageddon. So that's factored in here. I'm not just kind of plugging along. That's like, okay, how does that shape your romantic situation? What new developments? What lies ahead because of that? All right. So also, this may resonate with yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right. So what else for Cancer? Lies ahead for Cancer. Oh, okay, one card. That's interesting. Hi. King of Swords. That could be Gemini. Six of Wands. Yay! Figuring out how, like, being in the decisive seat, taking charge, making sound decisions for yourself. Everything's working out. You're staying on top of things. Three of Pentacles, doing your own thing. Shift in job. Seven of Swords. Shifting jobs, is it? Shifting to kind of you working at home or working from home or new responsibilities, a shift in your job position, still affording you the ability to be independent, make your own decisions, being strategic. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. Hierophant, that could be Taurus. Death, that could be Scorpio. Change is afoot here. That's interesting. All right. Water. Hold on a minute. Pardon me. Okay. So one, two. Okay, so just two major arcana here. All right. So looks like you're pretty content staying on top of things, and all of this, sort of empowering, moving forward, making decisions. It's going to lead to some uh, basically new beginnings here and transformation, because it's going to be like out with the old, in with the new. You're not sure what to expect, but you're not really looking up from your work. Like, you're staying focused, you're staying the course. So, okay. What's this? What's this Six of Wands about for the Cancers that I'm reading for? What's this Six of Wands about? Page of Swords. Okay. I feel like this is you focused on yourself, but is this someone kind of wanting to reach out? Is this like online communication about, hey, so what do you think about you and me? Or like, this is you in talks with somebody and so far things are going good. I feel like this is you focusing on yourself, but it could be talking with someone or in discussions, social media in particular, what's going on out there. It's all online. What's this Three of Pentacles? Five of Cups. Okay. What's this Seven of Swords? All right, for the Cancers that I'm reading for, it looks like this is somebody that you're thinking everything's going along great, but then you're like, I think I might need some more time. I think, well, you got it though, don't you? I mean, with what's going on. So this is like, I wish things we could have, but we can't really take it much further than talking because of what's going on out there. So you're kind of doing your own thing and being like, darn it, it's the first thing in a while. So it could be a new romantic development that's going to have to live online for a while because of what's going on, but it also could be you solely focused on yourself and things, staying on top of these new developments that are happening because of what's going on. Um, and it could be, this could be like working from home and you're not really happy about it, but at the same time, it's like this is kind of that going with the flow and being like, all right, trusting that this is what you're supposed to be doing right now and where you're supposed to be. What's his Seven of Swords? Two of Cups. Okay. So is that why you're disappointed? Because you found that someone was, and you're like, oh, here I am by myself again. It's preferred. This didn't get very far though. If this is dealing with someone that kind of you're like disappointed in because you're finding that, you know what, we're gonna kind of not be able to do anything, and lo and behold they did something shady. Maybe they were already involved with someone and they're dealing with you online and there's disappointment, but no love lost because you're like, you know what, my stability is assured and sound. I didn't need them for anything. I was just interested. So it could be disappointment with finding out someone was involved with somebody else. This could be that this is a job that you might have really been into, and as soon as it started, it got shut down, and now it's about reconfiguring what to do with that job. You know, it's got some decisions. Either way, your sole focus, this doesn't shake you. This feeling like, oh, somebody just did something, excuse me, really, you know, stupid. But it doesn't shake your foundation. You're still focused on you and making decisions that are for your best interest. That stability is, you're not willing to let anybody really shake that. So as soon as something started, it got kind of shook up. I mean, let's be honest with what's going on in the world now, or it kind of it's just not able to progress because of either some disappointment about, oh gosh, we can't really see each other, so it's going to have to live online, or you found out something about them and you're like, well, back to the drawing board. But there's good in that because this is you not losing any. Both of these are great productivity and work cards, particularly money. So stability is assured, but this is you not losing any ground with that. You're not falling down a hole. You're not like, oh, this is you going with the flow and being like, well, okay. Not going to shake me to my core, though. I'm still in the driver's seat. I'm still in control. This is growth and transformation. What's this? Eight of Pentacles here. No, that's 7. Isn't that? That's 8. 8 of Pentacles. What's this 8 of Pentacles? So are you... Is this about you wanting... what is it? Is it about... Hold on a minute. What's this Hierophant about? King of Wands. Okay. So this is kind of, because of this happening, this just fortifies your drive to be really independent and be making your own decisions and relying on yourself and wanting to stay the course with that stability and that strength and what is sure and what is right in front of you. You're still a little shaky on the trust, and thankfully this didn't get too far to where you're really feeling like you got taken advantage again. You're just, it could be something you're even suspecting, not anything that anybody's done, but it's enough to make you want to refocus and just refortify your stability, focusing on yourself. This could be that you want all this hard work to pay off and this new you to show up. That's always gradual. But it could be also that you're wanting to look for a new job because you might have gotten let go at the one you were at because of what's going on in the world. And so now is the time to look for that new job, quite possibly. Either way, you're in the decision making seat. The focus is you deciding for yourself, not getting sidetracked by possible shenanigans from a romantic interest. You might be in connection with someone in the beginning stages, but you're not letting that sidetrack you. So, um, if anything, if this is someone doing some shenanigans, it just bolsters your belief that, you know what, I'm right where I should be, and I really do need to be calling the shots in my own life right now. I'm not getting sidetracked by this. I'm not going to let this affect my security and stability or my future choices. Your head is firmly like on your neck, making decisions, looking from left to right, looking for what's best for you. So, this could be Sagittarius. It's almost like you kind of stepping out after a long hibernation and kind of getting a little stung and being like, okay, right back to the drawing board. Whoop, nope, totally, pulling back and withdrawing, and that's okay. Sometimes it goes like that. What's this? What's this death card about? What's this death card? Queen of Pentacles. Good for you. Okay. So there's that focus and that stability and that this whatever you have been through, whatever shenanigans happened, not this recently, but before it changed you. It changed, and this is you in the driver's seat of your own life. You have a lot more intuition or trust in yourself than you have given yourself credit for. And some of you might feel like, oh my gosh, here it is X amount of time later and I'm still choosing the same type of person. No, you're not. Because choosing someone is an active choice. So if you would have stayed and allowed for shenanigans, then yes, you're choosing because it's a daily thing. But you're not. You backtracked and you're like, well, yep, let's just refocus and just going to keep working at it. We've got this change and transformation and new beginnings here, and stability and security is assured. So, spoiler alert though, you've got another one coming in. Hold on a minute. Got another one coming in here. So, this is that. This is Knight of Wands, so that's the. So, so you got something else. There's another attempt. Perhaps somebody's wanting to date, or somebody else steps up, or somebody else comes in. So you're dealing with someone already, and then somebody else is like, look at that eye line. They probably feel quite connected. I don't know that you feel the same though. I think it's almost like this was enough to kind of make you want to just focus on yourself, your decisions, knowing that you can count on yourself, your faith, your stability, your control, just really locking that down, because honestly, it feels good to be so self-reliant. You're really liking the way this feels. And it's almost like any little kind of upset is going to make you just completely backtrack. So this could be you focusing on work, and that brings you the happiness and stability, and work is really taking off right now. But this feels like someone else coming in, and that remains to be seen. I don't think this person is the same as this right here. This is different. So this is what's coming in that you're looking at from the vantage point of being very secure and having a new criteria for who you allow in your life in a romantic capacity and otherwise. And I have to say, like, you might be disappointed and, well, okay, But I do like that the minute you got a little stung, you're like, okay. Because from what happened, it's actually teaching you, or it's grounding you in being much more strategic and careful about your selection process with who you get involved in romantically. Same thing here, same thing here. You've got somebody interested in you, but it's going to be, well, probably be like, you know what, this is going a little bit too fast, because you're preferring to see what their character is, and you want to be making the decisions. You don't want to be swept away. You don't want to be you've got a lot going on that you're managing very well, and you don't want to lose any ground with that. And that's okay. Anybody that cares or wants to get to know you is going to learn that about you and respect it. If they don't, out. All right. Oh, wrong deck. Oopsie. Okay. I don't think this one's shown up yet. I think this is coming in. I also think that things are happening, moving along at a steady clip, and you're really not wanting to, that's your priority, not wanting to lose any ground. Good money cards here too. What else for Cancer? Four of Pentacles, focused on security and stability, and not wanting to change anything that's not essential. This is just all about stability and security. Good for you. What else for Cancerian? Raise your standards. Well, I think you did. I think that's why you kind of were like, nope. This isn't you staying stuck in disappointment. This is you, well, all right, I'm going to take it for what it is and react accordingly. I'm not going to try to negotiate what I see right in front of me. I'm going to accept the situation as it is, go with my gut intuition, know that I can stand on my own, and for some of you, it's going back to the drawing board, but you didn't stay stuck and you didn't stick with anything that was going to compromise your values or your security. So that might have stung a little bit, but there's no stutter step here. There's no losing any ground. Lots of Pentacles. I like it. Lots of authority and lots of stability here. Raising your standards. Yep. Transformation. What else for Cancerian? This is the thing is that there's romance here. There's interest, but that's just not the top priority. For the Cancers that I'm reading for, that's under a very specific, it's not your sole focus. You know what I mean? It's like one of many things that you might be interested in. But creating and maintaining your own security that's huge. What else for Cancerian? Okay, so we've got 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups. Ooh, happiness through work. Your due diligence, and you feel very fulfilled working, stability, money. The money train continues. The security and the focus on that and the stability continues. There's no stutter step in that. There's no disappointment with that. Your work is very fulfilling. Because we got 7 of Pentacles here, 8 of Pentacles here. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Everything working for the better. Good for you. Okay. Alright, Cancer. I hope this was helpful. The prosperity and security continues. Good for you. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by, and love and support to you. And honestly, fist bump, whatever you want to call it, but good job. This is just really cool because you're just steady wins, like slow and steady wins the race. Like you're staying the course. You're not getting sidetracked. For the cancers that I'm reading for, you're handling this very well and continuing forward for your own stability and prosperity. So, fist bump or elbow, whatever. Good job. Okay, I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by. You take care. Love and support to you.